Hello everyone to a new YouTube video by me, Davdav Building. After making the Iron Castle, I thought it would be a cool idea to make a solo version of it. And there we have it, the Iron 4. If you are familiar with the Iron Castle, you will be able to tell that this is the exact same core but without additional honeycomb this time. And unlike the Iron Castle, this base doesn't use floor stacking, because in a base of this size it isn't necessary, and it also makes it a lot easier to build without someone covering for you. Now, after this long ass intro, let's begin with the tour. At the entrance we find a double airlock using 2 single doors and a triangle ladderhead, as well as a dropbox room which is embedded into the honeycomb. Going up the ladder hatch, we have more windows which all around the second floor give maximum visibility to either defend against raiders or door campers. Opening this garage door, we find a ladderhead which leads to our first main loot room. Behind this window you can have anything, but I would recommend having the tier 3, so it is in the center of your base. Going through all of these garage doors, we find 2 more loot rooms and more windows to see out of. Going down this ladder hatch, we will find our Unlootable Tc-Room, which we will talk about more later. As you can see, I like to put down floor triangles above my ladder hatches. This is to add extra easy to access storage, but also to put down traps to slow down raiders. If you're intrigued by the space, I will now show you how to build it. So let's begin the building of the space. You will be confused, but the space won't contain any floor stacking. Again, we're going to begin with one square, which will be surrounded by walls, a door frame and a roof on top, of which everything will be upgraded to stone. We will fill in the square with my own design of an Unlootable Tc-Room, which, if you don't know how to build it, watch my video on it, which will be linked in the top right corner right now. To give a bit more overview of the space, I will put down all the foundations of the final base. Because my unlootable design can be used as a starter, we will add another door to the base that will function as an airlock to make early game easier. This roof and the door frame should remain wood for now, so that we can hatchet it out later. This will be the V1 of the space. To build it, it will cost you 2000 stone and 300 metal fragments, if you want to use metal doors already. Now we will go to the upgrade to the next version. To do this, we will need to hatchet out this door frame and the floor to relocate our entrance to the second floor. Adding this wooden triangle here will allow you to jump into your entrance on the second floor. At this moment, this version will cost you 4000 stone and 1000 metal fragments. To make the next version, we will be adding our final entrance to make getting in and out of the base safer. This is the third version. which will cost 7,000 stone and 2,000 metal fragments. Now we will be upgrading the base to its final stage, so we'll be making everything to its final building grade. You won't be able to upgrade the Unlootable Loot Room at this point, but if you watch the video on it, you will know in which stages you can do so. We will now first close up the dropbox room so you can start using it. In the next step, we will be covering all the armored with metal to hide that we have armored building blocks from people looking at our base. Behind this window frame you can put your tier 3 workbench, which if you don't know how to do, I will link to a video of Evil Wurst who can tell you how to do it. In our next step we will be adding the loot rooms, which I won't fill in the space because I don't want to tell you how to build them. The amount of loot storage in the space allows you to not use a hyper efficient version in these loot rooms, but a version that is easiest for you to access. If you don't have the ladder hatch BP yet, you can simply switch them out for furnaces, which will also allow you to jump up and down into your loot rooms. After adding all the building blocks, we will fill them with our deployables. Every double door frame will get a garage door, every window frame a reinforced glass window, and every floor frame a ladder. In this specific spot you can just use embrasures. If you want, you can switch out this garage door with a window frame. Once you have the excess high quality metal, you can upgrade these 3 triangles to armored to reduce the efficiency of splash damage from the top. So, now that we know the space and how to build it, let's check out the easiest way to raid TC in the 4 loot rooms around it. For this we are going to begin by pumping 8 rockets into these walls next to the entrance. While rocketing, let me give you some stats about the base. Each loot room is 8 rockets each. The dropbox room is 7 if you go through the doors. 12 is the minimum to raid 2 loot rooms. 31. Another 8 rockets go into this wall to raid TC and 2 loot rooms. 43 is the cheapest way to raid all of them, and this is the way I will show you now. Opening the dropbox room and revealing the core, where we shoot another 15 rockets into this wall. "31 rockets later, we go to TC and 2 main loot rooms. To get to the other 2 loot rooms the cheapest way possible, we need to go to the other side and shoot another 8 rockets into these walls, opening the first loot room. Another 4 rockets to destroy the reinforced glass are only required if there aren't any external TCs, because if there are external TC, you won't be able to pick out to do the mill with a hammer. Now that we are done with the raid, I want to say thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a great day. Later.